strong zero is the foreigner's therapy.
It is an out.
And that's the bite. That's it. Alright guys, I think I made a mistake bringing these people here, but let's see how the day goes. So, hi, welcome back. Because Gaijin, the content creator, here with my two internet friends who have now become real life friends. It's the first time we're actually all in the same room.
That's true.
Together we've been in comments, battling the weirdos, DMs out. It's a weird world when you talk about Japan. But yeah, we're here. And they have tenure. They have been here longer than me. And I think they are as bitter and salty as people say about me. I'm not bitter and salty about Japan. I just bring balanced arguments to what actually happens here for persons who live here. But allow them to themselves. I'll stop waffling right now. Go ahead with the Rose Among the Thorns on the Black episode.
Okay, well, hi, my name is Emory. I've been living in Japan now for 10 years. Originally, I'm a designer, but I also have my own art brand. I've been active in the art, fashion communities, and yeah, I've just been living and loving life here in Japan, I guess you could say.
I can't follow that.
That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah. Hello, my name is Nayo. I've been in Japan. It'll be 12 years this year, but I used to live here before from 2008, 2010. I came back in 2012, and I used to come back and forth as a teen quite often. So I've been in Japan, I guess, cumulatively for a third of my life, I reckon. Yeah.
Talk about privilege.
Well, I have cousins and family that live out here, so it's more like obligation. But yeah, I'm a professional recluse. I'm a musician, and I stay inside. That's what I do. So yeah.
How do you marry those two? Those seem diametrically opposed. If you're a musician that's a recluse, how do you do you do live shows as well?
I don't do live shows, but what I'll do is I'll do like specific content around the music I'll put up on YouTube. I used to go out. I used to be out a lot, but I don't know, something about just like getting past 30, blah, 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 and you're like, I'm just gonna stay inside the house. So
110%.
None of us are below. I don't know why he's behaving like it's a secret. Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let's start with something light. What is the most overrated Japanese food?
Oh man!
Come on, the most. It doesn't have to be like, it can be good, but people just harp on it more than it's worth.
Okay, I quite like ramen, but I do think that ramen is a bit more overhyped when it comes to like people who don't live in Japan talking about Japanese food. So, and I think that might have to do with like, I guess I don't watch anime, but I guess it's an anime a lot. Maybe it's easy to draw and stuff. So I think when people come to Japan, I'm gonna get ramen. Especially what was the one where you sit by yourself?
Oh, Jesus Christ, please don't.
Nandake?
Ichiran.
Yeah, Ichiran. Nothing against Ichiran.
Mayday-san talks about this mid ramen. It is mid.
Yeah.
It is mid. No, wait, no. It is the best ramen in Japan.
Sorry, right. Don't come for us.
It is the best ramen in Japan.
The noodles are as long as my hair.
Yeah. But like nothing against it, but I do think that maybe it's in a couple of different guidebooks, like Lonely Planet and some other stuff. So I think that might be a bit overhyped when it comes to like Japanese ramen and then like the chain restaurant aspect of it as well.
Yeah, if you're getting ramen, you have to not get it from a chain. It has to be from like a man in a hole in a wall, or from a truck like parked up outside of a train station.
Yeah,
it's actually
no. Those are the good places.
Like a yatai toka, like a ramen.
Chain ramens are trash.
Yeah, it is. What about you? What do you think?
Ooh, I will tell you, out of all the food that I've had here in Japan, well, first of all, I'm vegetarian, and I know how much people hate vegetarians. I know how much people hate vegetarians living in Japan.
She doesn't know anything about food. She just eats salad. So.
Every video I see about vegetarians commenting on food in Japan, man, the comments are going for them. But I will say, as a vegetarian, the thing that I can eat and do eat and hate the most are those damn egg salad sandwiches from the Conbini stores.
Oh.
They are seasoned. Oh. Okay, first of all, let me preface. I'm from the South. So like when we make egg salad sandwiches, I need pickles, I need paprika, I need seasoning, and more seasoning.
Oh, so it's just salt.
It is. Oh, I think they probably even put a little sugar in there too.
Yeah, a little bit of sugar in there. Yeah.
And then like it whipped mayo, egg.
Oh, it's like a full deviled egg type.
And they
it sounds better than it tastes.
So much in there. I don't need like 10 layers of just egg, and like the bread's already thin.
Oh, you mean the Japanese ones?
The Japanese.
Japanese.
Oh yeah, they're not good.
They're not
No,
good.
but actually, I think there's this couple dudes on Instagram that do content about the egg salad being top tier. At the
Oh yeah,
convenience
they
stores.
rated the different Conbini
I'll say
egg
this. Though.
salads.
I will say this. I wouldn't trust egg salads from other countries. So I'm pretty sure the egg salads in Japan are probably good. They just don't taste good. I
No,
reckon.
they're very bland. It's bland.
Yeah.
It's bland.
You have to spruce it up with like something. For me,
It's bland.
I was also on the ramen train.
Yeah.
Because all I used to get was the little packed chicken soy sauce rubbish that used to be, right? And then the Insta ramen. Then I came to Japan and said, what is this hyper ramen? And then I realized, actually, ramen can be really like one of the best foods to have.
Yeah.
After a drunk night out.
Yes.
Jesus, it's kind of amazing. But it's also, I think people overhype it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get cancelled for this.
Do it.
Sushi. Yeah, sushi
I was,
is a bit overrated.
Fuck out of here.
I think so. Listen, man, when I see them saying, oh, this tuna costs $1 million,
and it's only going up as the fish are decreasing in the ocean.
bro, you take one bite and take a shit, and that's it. All right,
You know what? You know what?
You
Though?
take one bite, you use the bathroom, and that's it.
Well, I'll say this. I reckon like instead of having the drug trade out here, we have the tuna trade. Like I wonder how much
Right?
like gnarly shit has happened because of like expensive tuna.
Right.
Like, I'm sure people probably gotten killed over tuna.
Most definitely. It's those tunas big like me, my guy.
Yeah.
And did you forget the tuna?
Yeah, the tuna trade must be crazy out here.
Did
Put
you,
that on
do
the
you have
next-
the goods?
Yeah.
The next season of Tokyo Vice, the
Tuna
tuna
Vice.
trade. The tuna trade.
Did you bring the goods? Yeah, it's in the back.
You got some different.
Hold on, no, this is a day old tuna, bro. I asked for fresh tuna. Man, ship him to death. It's crazy. Guys, I'm not being serious. We're not being serious about the tuna, right?
We're being serious
But
about the tuna.
I think what you were saying about ramen though. I do say that if you like ramen and it's overhyped, just try out skemen. Like skemen, that's actually really good.
That is
Yeah.
the next tier
Try
of your.
that. Yeah.
It's
If you like
evolving
ramen,
your
try
palate.
skemen.
It's like a stronger version of
Yeah.
the ramen. Although you have some ramen that's actually very strong in flavor too. I've tried.
Yeah.
And the other day I went to one of my students' restaurant. He was working at a He's not his restaurant. He was working at a
He's
part
what,
time.
like 7, the student? You teach kids, right?
He's high school,
Okay.
part time. Okay. Exposing Japan's labor. Yo, this you see that? Lord, labor laws are up, guys. Please, that was a joke because apparently we have to state things explicitly so people don't come first. I didn't even know he still come first. Anyway, yeah, he's graduating high school and works part time at this place. And he asked if I want this flavor strong. I was like, as you'll see, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Bro, that thing was salty like I was drinking from the Dead Sea. It was crazy. It was really salty. So I said I didn't know that it had the depth of flavor. But with the skimming though, you dip that and then when it's finished, you put the egg and a little rice and then you cook it again.
Yeah, skimmin's great. I like skimming. Turn on the air conditioner.
It's amazing. I mean, yeah. So ramen obviously is our way. So let's go to Conbini's now, because clearly, there's only one Conbini.
I've got strong feelings about this.
I've got a.
What is the Conbini? All right, there are three real Conbinis, to be honest. Right? There's 3 real. Daily Yamazaki doesn't count. Let's just get it on to
Thank you for that.
New Days, just
No.
because JR has a contract with them, they're in every JR station in Tokyo.
It's like forced on you.
Yeah, it's there.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Right?
That's true. Yeah.
So it's really Famima, 7-Eleven, and Lawson's.
Those are the top
got-
3.
I
Really
used to
strong
F with
feelings.
Circle K before they were bought out. Circle K was dope.
I
That's
miss-
a fire chicken.
Were you here for AM/PM? For AM/PM, yeah, I miss AM/PM.
Yes!
Yeah,
Jesus. Wow, I feel old.
they might not have them in Kanagawa,
No, I don't think they do in Kanagawa.
That's old.
never
but they haven't had them in years. So like they're all gone.
But Circle K was a purple
Yeah.
thing and a little kid. Yo, bro, they had the best fried chicken.
Yeah.
But no, we're not going to talk about that. So 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson. Who you got?
Oh, Family Mart. 100%, without a doubt, Family Mart gang.
bro, fuck
They're
it,
the
Lawson's.
only Conbini with a fashion line.
Fuck it, Lawson's, bro.
Can we talk about
Yeah,
that?
dude.
Can
we talk about that?
I used to be a Family Mart man, but guess what? I have about convenience. I have a 7-Eleven that's 10 seconds from my apartment.
Okay,
I
will
have a
say
My
this.
Basket, but I don't think I
What
can.
is that My Basket?
I love my basket.
I have
Is
a My
that a
Basket.
talk? Is
My
that
basket.
Tokyo
It's
thing?
like a little
Yeah.
grocery store. I wouldn't say
it's
that's
like
a Conbini.
it's like a bodega.
Oh,
It is a
okay.
bodega.
Yeah, it's
It is a
little
bodega.
Yeah.
Is that like a Kanto? More like Tokyo Kanagawa thing?
Good.
I
I had a
just-
My Basket. I used to live in Nakameguro. No, it was very fun at the hard. It wasn't My Basket. It was fun. Yagurom Dente. I forgot. It was called something. It was like a My Basket. Like it was a little like you just go in there and you buy like you couldn't buy actual produce, but you could buy like some vegetables, maybe some packaged meats, like some
Was that
snacks
like
and stuff.
100 in the Lawson has those 100 in
100
grocery
Lawson,
stores?
Yeah.
the 100 Lawson stores.
Those
like
are
a
like my
grocery.
baskets,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I never had a bike basket.
They're nice.
They're nice.
Because sometimes they put the origin bentos in there too, so you can go get a fresh bento.
Oh, yes, those
I need
oranges are actually fire.
Oh.
I
So
will.
your family, wow.
Well, I'll agree with you with the thing on 7-Eleven. The thing is this:
They're
I
so-
prefer Family Mart.
Yeah.
But when I see a 7-Eleven, there's a sense of stability in the name and in the branding.
yeah.
Like I won't use the Family Mart ATM, but I'll use the 7-Eleven ATM.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Oh,
7-Eleven
yeah,
ATMs are better.
7-ATMs,
Yeah.
yeah.
7-Eleven ATMs are much
Definitely.
better.
And they changed them out recently so you can do like a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Charge your cards, buy tickets. Of course, it's in Japanese, guys. I'm so sorry. If you can't read Japanese.
They're more foreign resident friendly, the 7
Yeah.
Bank.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
That's it.
don't have foreign friendly banks anymore because we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. But it's like this. I'll say this. 7-Eleven is more like the standard, and I think people who like Family Mart, it's more just like,
The lifestyle.
The
It's more of a lifestyle.
like an addition.
It's more of a
yeah.
lifestyle brand Conbini because you can get, their socks are fire. They have
Yeah,
some
I gotta
fire
buy some of
socks.
those.
The socks, but the coffee's really good too.
Yeah, the
Coffee's
coffee is
good,
better
too.
The
than
coffee
7-Eleven.
is good, especially
Yeah.
ice.
And like I
Although
bought a shirt
Japanese
from
coffee
there.
is not really that.
I bought a
good.
shirt from there one day. I forgot my shirt at work, and I bought to Lawson. No,
the-
not
the-
Lawson. I went
the
to Family
clothes
Mart
are
and I bought a
good.
shirt from
They
there.
got some. What about? Have you ever bought the one wear underwear?
No. No, I've
I
never
bought it from
that.
Daiso once.
Yeah.
How's
Wait,
that? How's
Daiso
that?
under was only one wear?
Yeah.
Well, I wore some Daiso drawers for years. Whoops. I mean, I washed them.
Please tell me you
I was
watch
like,
them.
oh, these are getting destroyed. Now I know why.
Holes,
Yeah,
all
I
these
was like-
holes. But remember, it's a
Oh,
bright
yeah.
up passage
Yeah.
because you're gonna have the holes in them, and
Yeah,
you know
I
it's
was like,
real.
yeah, these aren't-
Oh
these
my
aren't made good. Now I
Yeah,
know.
ugh.
No, I can't remember. Oh, it was for the spa.
Oh,
it was
that
for like
makes
the
sense.
onsen. Yeah. So
Oh.
in that case, it's fine.
yeah.
But I have bought Daiso panties before and worn them for like, oh my gosh, I want a year.
Yeah, because you wash them and stuff, and you're like, well, these are getting shredded, but like.
Oh well, that's where it's called sheer. It's becoming sheer panties.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the new trend, isn't it?
Yeah.
So since I'm over 30 now and I'm a big girl, now I go seamless.
Ooh.
Seamless.
We're gonna get a lot of comments. Well, you're gonna get some DMs about that.
I get DMs about it anyway.
Well, we get DMs for anything.
Might as
these
well-
days
Yeah. People are gonna come after you. So
because Japanese people don't only wear big drawers. As you're saying, wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
I've seen enough Japanese draws to defute that. Just wanna, yeah.
I mean, there's
Big
nothing
grannies.
more Japanese than panties. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
So I heard.
I don't say nothing, but I've been around the way, and I haven't seen that many granny panties in my experience. Just
No, I feel like Japanese girls were really, especially if they are out and about.
They know what
They
time
wear
it is.
matching sets and cute lacy sets, but I really hate them because they show up kind of bumpy under t-shirts and stuff, and I need things like if you're
a
leaving
seamless-
panty line,
yeah.
it's more than panty lines, it's lace lines
But
and
the
ribbon
thing is,
lines. But
they look really good on the floor. So
that's what I'm saying. They look cute when they're off, or when they're about to be off. That's
yeah.
that's
It's like
the
a vi-
essential
it's like
wear.
It's like an album cover. You
Wait,
wake up in the
hold on,
morning.
hold on. Stick up here for you. What do you know about those drawers on the ground? The lace. Oh, you actually wear them.
Oh no, I did.
You took,
Now-
oh,
now
I
it's-
thought you took. I thought you took
We're taking
them
a hard,
off somebody
we're taking
else.
a hard left. Yes, yes, yes.
I thought I was just like, I like every time. Yeah, I used to take off those shit off these girls. I took off them laces off them girls.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got in a tunnel.
Yeah,
So,
we went
what's
way
your-
down the rabbit
What's
hole.
your favorite Bible verse?
Corinthians 14.
That's you're a man of culture. Yeah, Corinthians is some serious shit.
Yeah, man. It's fun stuff. Fun fact: my father's a priest.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad. If it wasn't for you, I would be here.
Got PK in the house, preacher's kid.
That's right, the worst and the best. I didn't join gangs. I didn't.
Yeah.
And then Lawson is just like, if you don't have any other choice.
Fucking Lawson.
Lawson is
Wow.
literally the
I would rather starve.
yeah. Lawson is that alternative choice where it's like, well, there's nothing else on the
Nothing else
street,
on
and
the
I don't want to
streets.
walk anymore.
That's pretty much it.
Fucking Lawson's.
I was no hungry.
I'll go to the supermarket.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
I'll go to the
crazy,
supermarket,
bro.
Yeah, I'll just go to the
How
supermarket.
about convenience?
I'll go into an
If
Eon
they
or
put a
something.
Lawson's 5 seconds to my house, I'm walking to the Lawson's. I don't care. In winter, bro? Oh Jesus. Whew.
Amazon delivers.
Amazon Fresh.
So you're gonna wait the whole day for your shit to go.
You got a point.
He's that petty.
I hate Lawson's. I hate Lawson's. bro.
He's that petty.
What did Lawson's do to you? Tell me what Lawson's.
They're from the States. They used to sell milk and stuff and all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Lawson's actually from the States. Actually, I don't have anything against Lawson's. I just don't like it. I just don't like going in there. The vibes are off.
Oh, vibes are off.
It's like when you were a kid, like all of like little American kids for the most part love Target for some reason because like it's just I think it's just a clean, simple aesthetic that's palatable to kids.
Yeah.
So I quite like the family aesthetic because it's quite like 7-Eleven is the better 7-Eleven is the better Conbini, but the design is quite hectic. But if you go into family, it's very much like minimalist. There's the blue, the white, and the green.
And that's it.
Yeah, and you're like, it's just chill.
Okay,
but
chill.
like 7-Eleven has better products, but there's a lot going on there. But I think with family, it's a bit Lawson's is a bit too simplistic. It's just blue and white, but there's something missing.
The quality.
Yeah, I feel like this is not enough.
I think it's the quality.
Yeah, but like I used to love those little chicken cheese bites they have and whatever. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's
they
like,
had that.
So, like,
What's his name? Klagekun.
yeah, Carl Ickelkun. Yeah,
Klagekun. They have a character for their chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, they
but
do.
I still
Probably has a dope
would not
little
go
beer,
there.
right? Did they have a beer? Probably might has a beer or chicken. Probably chicken on that.
I think of socks now when I think of
I need to buy a
mascots.
fan of socks actually. Yeah.
Buy the Probably My Socks, guys, and they didn't promote us. We're not sponsored
I
by
would
them.
love to be sponsored.
But I mean, if you want to
Cute for the
sponsor us,
gym.
Yeah.
let's wait them anyway. Okay, let's get back on the real Japan. So, trains, right? I'm talking about trains right now in Japan. What has been like a eye-opening experience of you being on a train in Japan? Let me just kick it off. When I just came 2 years after coming to Japan, I actually thought I was going to fight this dude on the train. So I'm in Yokohama, of course, Kanagawa side, on the KQ line.
It's always the KQ.
It's always a KQ. Right? And my friends came from Niigata, where they was come visit, and I was seeing at my friend's house on that line. And so we're catching the last train back to our side, and the train is packed. Cool. So the train's packed. And I'm protecting the girls, because the girl, like 2 girls there, and of course me being the protector, like protecting them from the curly train, everybody rocking out, like stand up
Yeah,
firm.
you just want to have your arms down so nothing happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So boom, the door opens and it happens that somebody has to pass me to go out. You know, this Japanese man, this nigga pushed me out the train.
Out the train. Like
Pushed me out. Wait, what?
Hey.
So he's like
Hands.
and then he just boom. I walked. So
Dude, what is going on in his life that he feels so like a
Couldn't-
piece of shit? that he
couldn't
has to
get
do
through a
somebody, you know what I mean?
sumimasen.
Yeah,
so you see me, and I came off, and I wait, what? And sorry, Rob, no, I give up. I was coming off, and everybody's pushed past me. I said, "Excuse me," and I walked around him, and this guy's like, boom, I pushed. So the girls right there came off in front of me and saw what happened. And my other friend came off. I was like, no. I turned around. I think I was in Japan too long, because if it was a year into coming, I'd pull that nigga off the train.
Yeah.
I'd have pulled him off. I'd just say, okay, you're missing this last train to wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, I like, and then I was like, he said something to me. And the door closed. Of course, because he said it just before the door closed.
Yeah.
Because that's what Japanese people do. They're very tactical in how they speak.
I would have put my hand in the middle. You know that door doesn't shut.
I didn't know that.
I was sure you didn't know. I would have just put my door in like, moika, onegaishimasu.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was.
Want to run that back for me?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the. I was like, oh, I didn't know Japanese people were like that, you know.
Well, it depends on like the person. Like you have to be walking around with a serious inferiority complex to be looking to push people off trains. Like that guy has a shit life. I promise you that.
Probably.
You know what I mean,
Probably.
he's like, oh, this big black guy, 2 girls. I can't even get 1 girl. Ah!
It's truly that petty. I mean, remember the guy who just like was on the train stabbing happy women?
Yes.
So just because happy women pissed him off.
Well, like there were some OG sons who just shoulder check foreign women. Like I remember, I've had a lot of foreign.
I've had that.
I've had foreign.
I've had
girlfriends.
that.
They just be fucking shoulder checked. Like you know,
I've had
in the
that.
station. Maybe not on the train, but like you know, on your way to the train.
No, I've had it on the
station.
train,
Yeah.
on the station, on the
Shoulder
sidewalk.
check, maybe
Yeah.
shoulder, like for
It's
what?
like, clunk. Yeah.
I had it happen the other day.
Yeah.
Just walking, plenty of space between, because
Yeah.
it was like a plaza. So there's no reason you should have been that close to me
Right.
in the first place. But he didn't like I was talking on the phone. In
Yeah.
English, probably.
Oh yeah.
To my
Oh,
husband,
yeah.
I'm like, I will catch this piece of shit.
It's just pathetic people with pathetic lives.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but sorry, we're not complaining about Japan. We're just sharing something that happened to us. I mean, it's happened, so it's not like what do you
I'm
tell us?
complaining about Lawson's though. Fuck a Lawson.
Lawson's,
Come get me in the comments.
if you want to sponsor me, I don't care about him.
Wait,
I'm about this bag, you know.
next podcast,
podcast.
you'll be wearing a Fuck
Lawson
Lawson's
shirt.
Yeah, I
t-shirt.
don't want a Lawson's bag. I'll send that shit back to you.
In a body bag.
So I think I've seen one train experience really defines my perspective of Japan, because like over the past 10 years and I've seen and read a lot of content about Japan online, like just you're like, oh, Japanese are so friendly and nice on the train and so organized and they always line up and never cut, and all of that is semi-true, I will say. For the most part, people do keep to themselves. People do mind, but in the morning rush hour, it is a different ball game. It is a different ball game, and I think tourists especially don't understand. They are different people in the morning on the commute. They are not the atypical Japanese people traveling.
It's not Disneyland in the morning.
It is not.
It's
So
work.
I remember on the Nakameguro platform specifically, there is
hell
an
yeah,
elderly. I've seen so many fist fights. I've seen so many like situations, people vomiting, just trash. The trashiest trash in the morning.
You know
So
why? Because Meguro is like black eye, like eye black. So like, you know.
Oh.
there's no way. That is why.
Nakameguro.
Yeah. I was making a terrible joke. Sorry. That
I
joke
love it.
failed.
No.
Inside black eye.
Yeah,
Inside
exactly.
the black. Actually, no, that made sense, because out of all the places that I've worked and been to, that I've never seen so many piles of vomit on the way to work in the morning.
Street pizzas everywhere. I used to live in Nakameguro.
Everywhere in
Street pizzas
Nakameguro.
everywhere. Yeah.
It's only there.
So grody.
And
Yeah.
And I mean, like roppongi,
Roppongi,
sure,
of
I could
course.
say
But you
kabukicho,
expect
sure,
that.
I expect that.
No, there's a party this
But
year.
not in Nakameguro. But anyway, I was on the Nakameguro platform. There was this elderly Japanese woman in the doorway, and she had a cart with her. Because, you know, she's elderly.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how she gets along. So everyone on the Nakameguro platform, you have to jump across the platform to the Hibiya line.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
Hibiya
yeah,
line's
yeah.
empty because it starts there. So everyone's dashing to get those seats on their commute. And, of course, I get off at Nakameguro in the morning because I used to work there. So in mid-dash, I saw about, 5 to 10 full-grown Japanese men and women push over this elderly woman so hard she fell back, hit her head, and her shoes fell off. So I began yelling at everyone in Japanese, like, "Nani shiteru no?" Like, I'm like, what the hell? And only me and an elderly man stepped out to help her.
Right.
Everyone else pretended they didn't see, they didn't listen, they just moved to the other side of the platform.
When someone rolls their R in Japanese, guys, that is.
That's the time to stop listening.
Yeah, man.
You pretend you don't speak Japanese. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese anymore.
That's over.
You're pissed.
That's Yakuza-esque level
Yeah.
of aggression.
That's when you know it.
That's Kansai de.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's the fun's over.
When they put the R's where there are no R's,
Yeah.
scary hours.
So that really, I think for me, that really defined like, okay, well, that's the side of Japan that everyone like aggressively defends so hard. It's like, it doesn't happen here. It does happen. People are so numbed out in the morning.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's craziness. So that's unfortunate experience to see.
It is.
It is. I've had-
I've seen somebody fall. Remember the new train station they put on the Yamanote line? Takana, the new one.
Oh, Takanawa. Takanawa Skies.
Gate, something.
Takanawa Gate.
Gate,
Okay,
yeah. I saw people running down the stairs. This lady fell down. So she fell like on the second tier and then started slide, boom, 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 boom. And she was down on her face. People just stepped over, walked past. I'm like, no. I wanted to help, but I knew what might happen if I helped her as a black man. Black foreigner. That is I'm going to have to edit this out
It's the fact that she just fell on her face.
she eventually was okay.
Was she
Somebody
like a
eventually helped
little
her.
old lady? Was she like a...
No, she's like maybe.
Well, that's the fuck you get, bro. What the fuck you run upstairs for?
Yeah, I would have.
like, nah, I'm like, that's what you get, bro.
I'm not laughing.
The
at
trains
her,
are
I'm
wild.
laughing at him. Okay, guys. Just so you
The
know.
trains are wild,
I
dude.
wouldn't help.
Oh, of course. The guy speaking their nose.
Yeah.
You know that
Oh,
already.
well, that happens. Just,
You
you
can
know.
eat and eat it. Yum yum. Or of course the other stuff that people talk about and don't believe. Like I had a girl was on my channel talking about how a guy masturbated in front of her, jerked right off in front of
I've
her.
heard that a lot. I've heard groping a lot.
The
Yeah.
groping thing is
I've been
mad
groped.
to me.
My wife gets groped like once a year. I remember I got groped in Chiba.
Wait, hold on, stop. Once a year, like a Ningendoku? Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, she gets. She
Yeah,
gets-
but your yearling grope.
yeah, like once a year she'll get
That's-
girl for something.
That is
It's
actually
true.
crazy.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, we had situations like on a bus
Yeah.
where guys would take out their member and then because the versus scrolling, it's rubbing on the
Yeah.
girl, and then eventually there's the stuff that comes out of it.
That happens in Japan. Well, teachers, especially in high school and junior high school, they have to keep thread in desks. At least this was an old thing. I haven't heard about it recently.
Red?
Well, there's spool and thread in the desk because people used to slice skirts
Yeah.
on
you
the
have
way
a
to
little
work.
souvenir.
Yeah, like a weird fetish about slicing Japanese girl skirts. So instead of reporting it to the police or stuff, it's
Stop. You stop for that.
It's like-
You stop. Because you're talking rubbish, because that can never happen in Japan.
oh.
Like in the 90s and shit. Like 90s
again-
and
Back in the
2000s.
before I
Yeah,
was
early
born,
2000s. Like before I got here, it was more popular. I've heard.
Slicing? That is crazy. We need
Before everyone had smartphones.
do you mean before everyone had flip phones?
Well, I mean, because you can't take pictures with
Right.
those that well. But like
You
now
could.
that everyone has smartphones and stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah, they just-
Yeah, this was the. Have you ever looked at the old photo you've taken with like an older phone that you had?
Yeah, I used to have one of those phones. I get a phone.
Merciful Father, the pixels on those are actually
Can you imagine?
unforgivable.
Can you imagine getting caught? Voyeurism on a pixelated image anyway?
Like you can't even see it. Like,
What? Oh,
Come on,
of
you
course couldn't see.
guys.
Back then you could see, but
Yeah.
now it's like, what is this trash?
Yeah.
Because I remember playing, like, we play older games. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, or did you watch older Power Rangers? I mean, since you got older, what is this? See, oh no, this is absolutely.
I actually
awful.
watched the Power Rangers movie the other week with Nordico, and I was
Did-
like, this
did I
CG is
tell you?
crap.
Did I tell you?
But then back when you were a child, that shit was.
This is awesome.
I'll still put on that morphin time scene.
hell yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
half the time, yeah. That's.
go, go, go!
Actually, I didn't get to talk about my train experience.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Actually, I forgot.
Trained.
I think I have two experiences that I want to talk about.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to talk about. Yeah.
Buckle up!
Yeah, I don't want to snitch on myself.
Oh,
But,
damn.
yeah. Actually, I have three. I remember I was here. I've been here so long. That I remember back when they used to do the Yamanote Halloween
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
That was hard. It was
And
crazy.
like I was on it once by accident because like it was like 2008. I just come back and I think I was going to a Halloween party in Shibuya, and at that point I was living in Takanonobaba, and like I
Oh,
think
Jesus, that's far.
we came a bit too. I don't know. I thought it was gonna happen later, but it happened earlier than I thought it was gonna happen. So we just happened to be, it wasn't in our carriage, but there was a couple of carriages over, and like you could see people like having fun and like drinking and stuff. So that was fun. And I
wish
used
I
to like come into
experienced
to the station.
Yeah.
People would like picketing with the signs and stuff like "You betray your god, no Halloween in Japan." And I I hated Halloween. I didn't like Halloween as a kid, so I was like, whatever, not my fight, not my dog.
No, your dog?
Yeah, but one time, it's like 2006. So I remember I saw this little old lady rushing. This was in Shibuya as well. She was rushing for the Yamanote line, and I was on the Yamanote line, and it was like the last car, right? Like the first car, like when you leave Shibuya. She was on, and like it's not funny.
Not funny while he proceeds to laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my defense, I helped her.
Okay, all right.
Okay, as a disclosure.
As a disclosure.
As a
'cause-
disclosure.
Yeah.
Why am I
But,
laughing? I
she
should
was
be
like
laughing.
running for the train and like kind of hobbling along, and then like the doors closed on her. It just fucking ate her ass, bro. And, like, she fell in between the platform and the train, and I was like, ah! Like I was like, ah! So like I'm already shooting out my hand, but as I'm shooting out my hand to help her, she's like, and I was just like, I can't. And like the obviously the train didn't go. Like the little station master came, like the conductor came and helped her out. So like the conductor and I helped him to pull her out, but like the look of terror in her eyes, bro. And like I was like,
So she was going in or coming out?
she was going into the train, and then the doors just said nope.
Nope.
And then she just fell.
Yeah, she fell in between the
Oh,
train
that's
and
the worst.
the platform. And like as I saw her go down, I was like, ha ha! Like, but as I'm flying over there, she's like,
Oh, no.
It was all Mufasa.
Mufasa.
It was like a Mufasa scene.
Sky Mufasa.
It was
Jesus.
so bad. Like obviously, like I stopped. I didn't laugh at that moment. I stopped it, but on the inside, I was just like,
This man is
But,
crazy. You mean like the girl you saw the recent video?
Oh, the
girl that's-
Paco
The
posted
girl, yeah.
on
yeah.
Shinjuku?
Yeah, the girl was in between the platform.
that's terrifying.
You didn't see that?
No, I don't watch Paco.
Oh.
Yeah, I avoid Paco's content.
Edit this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who is Paco?
The DJ.
DJ
I don't know.
Paco.
Oh, no.
I was
He-
thinking of
he-
somebody else.
No.
And I was like, what?
I was like, who doesn't like Paco?
I was thinking thinking of the guy who does like I do one day in Japan with like.
Oh no! I hate that
Yeah,
guy.
that guy.
I hate
Because,
that.
like, he
No.
looks like a Paco
Paco's just like this chill DJ, and then he happened to catch this video.
Oh, no, I don't know that. Paco.
He went
Sorry, Paco.
super viral.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
He said to me like the day I was like, I'm gonna react, but I posted a video earlier. Then the next day somebody posted a reaction and it just went off.
Yeah.
And I cried tears.
That's
That's
scary, dude.
That, of course, it's scary. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, her friend was just laughing at her, and then they had like 6 people pulling her out.
Yeah, the thing is, in real time when it happens, it's like so comedical because like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, like it didn't run her over. She's okay.
Yeah.
She's
It was
just,
like, oh, you like, it's just so bizarre. Like, this can't be real life.
You know, man, thank God I'm fat because I couldn't fit in between those.
Yeah, and I have one last thing I want to talk about too, but this was actually quite concerning. I think I don't remember what train this was, but I remember this is quite some time ago. I think I was with one of my female friends. We were going somewhere, and this girl came on that was like quite disheveled, and like you could like see like her underwear and stuff, and like she was missing one shoe. And she looked quite roughed up.
Yeah.
But she was like talking quite loudly, but like she wasn't saying like incoherent things. And like I remember everyone on the train, like we didn't really know how to like handle that. But like, you know, obviously no one was mad at her.
Right.
But it was like, well, what should we do? And I remember that would always stay with me. And she got off on the next stop. The next stop she just got off. And like just disappeared into the crowd. But it was kind of just like,
yeah, what just happened?
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And you know, there's certain things you see and you're like, can I do something about it? And then,
yeah.
Or, sorry, one time, last thing. A mentally ill girl, clearly mentally ill, was on the train on the Yamanote. It's Yamanote.
It's always the Yamanote one.
That's too. Yamanote KQ, that's where everything happens.
Girls
and Toshi.
Yeah.
Toshi.
This one has said, and she was just, and she pointed at me, and she, like she was saying, I'm like, wait, what? I'm on my phone, I look up. This other guy, bro, is like, wait, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. And we're both like, okay. And she went back to doing what she did. And before she came on the phone, she's like, and like, I'm like, wait. No. This is not how the story ends. I'm not gonna die here.
Not how the story ends.
Yeah, this is not the script. I survived COVID, my guy. You are not gonna kill me. You know what I mean?
I'll be damned if you take me out.
Right? With a finger. And or whatever. Just point. I'm like, what's going on? And then she came off the train and the guy was like, yeah, what can I? I'm like,
yeah, man.
So yeah, I mean, as I said, a lot of things, there are mental issues and persons in Japan as well that not addressed. The homeless situation, I don't want to talk about that because people will say that. I mean,
So, can I say one more thing about trains?
Go.
So
Sure.
as somebody with ADHD, I quite like trains though. Like I think it's very stereotypical because trains run on tracks, and on tracks there's no like unforeseen circumstances.
Right.
So things run as they should for the entirety of the duration, and I love that because I have ADHD and like my mind, thoughts and stuff. I love trains so much. Back in the day, I'm gonna put y'all little boys on game. Well, that sounds so condescending. Here's a date idea, just in case you're looking for something to do. When I was a university student and a model back in like the late 2000s, what I used to do is I used to go on Yamanote line train dates. So like, for example, like, because you could just get on the Yamanote and you can just joyride it as much as you want. Even if you get off at a different station, you just whatever it was, like 200 yen. So, obviously I think this might work if you're like a poor university student, which I was. So I convinced a girl, let's just hang out on the Yamanote line. But of course, the expectation is you would get off at one station and eventually have like a proper date, like go do dinner or something.
Right.
But like, we'd get a bunch of drinks. Now, obviously, it's kind of a faux pas to drink on the train, but
People still do it.
yeah. So especially the Yamanote line, people will forgive you for that.
Yeah.
So like, get a couple of drinks and just sit on the train, just, ride around once or twice and drinking and kicking it. And it gives you a chance to really talking to know the date. So I used to love my Yamanote dates. Yeah.
It's man giving you game.
Yeah. So.
Because
it looks spontaneous. It has just enough spontaneity in it.
Be creative.
Because you know where you're gonna go. You're like, let's just get off and let's get off of your yogi and walk to Harajuku or something. Like, you know what I mean? But there's this restaurant in Harajuku that I want to take this girl to. But I gotta make it seem like it's spontaneous. But like,
yeah. Pause. Do girls prefer spontaneity or a planned?
I think it depends on who you're messing with. Because the thing is, I'm never one of those foreigners who would only date Japanese, only date foreigners. I would date both and international people in between as well. So I think from my experience with Japanese girls, I would have to take the lead a bit more because that's what's expected of them. Like the Japanese ones, I take the lead a bit more. If I'm dating international people, then I would give them options, but let them choose an option. But each option I already knew how to take care of. Like, do you want to get gyoza. They choose gyoza. There's this, really cool gyoza restaurant, like, on Cat Street that's
Right.
been there for ages. All right, cool. Or like, would you want to try like, like, I don't know, like Chinese food or something, or whatever. Give them options and then lead them that way.
Okay,
So it looks like it's collaborative.
Nice.
But like,
It looks like it's collaborative, but you actually
yeah,
chose.
but you know where you're going. But the
Oh,
thing is,
okay.
you've got to pull it out of your ass so it makes it look spontaneous. It's not look spontaneous.
Okay.
What's the word?
But spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Yeah. It's like, oh,
What do you
know
What do
you're
you prefer, Emory? Well, I mean, when you were in that type of your life.
I mean, for me, it's kind of tough to say because I mean, as a younger individual, you really don't like have plans instead. Like for now, it's like, oh well, let's see what I have scheduled afternoon. Back-to-back plans. I can't do that spontaneity
That's fair.
stuff.
Yeah,
can't do that
Can't do
now.
that now.
I'm booked and busy
Yeah.
for this time until the rest of the night. We're party hopping
yeah.
until then. But like when I was younger, yeah, I think being spontaneous seemed way more cute, romantic,
Yeah.
adventurous. So I do like spontaneous. Like if I know I have no plans the rest of the day,
Right.
like with me and my hubby, oh yeah, we'll do something spontaneous. It'd be a little fun. But of course, it's not like crazy spontaneous because honestly, we do like our afternoon naps because we're old.
Oh man, these naps to kill. These naps slap these
Speaking of
days.
I swear.
My wife and I, we didn't take a nap yesterday. We
Oh
went
god, you
shopping
grumpy.
all day.
Grumpy.
So we tried to watch a movie in our bed with like a projector that I bought
Oh.
for Christmas, right?
Ooh.
So this is gonna
Sleep.
be great. This is gonna be cool. Yeah, straight to sleep.
Straight to sleep, man.
Straight to sleep. It was a mistake.
Bro, listen, once I touch these beds these days, it's
Yeah.
lights out. It's the damn old age.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna be cute and like snuggly and cuddly.
Snuggle your
no,
mu-
we went
Get
straight
off
to
me!
sleep. Straight to sleep.
Yeah, no, being spontaneous only works now if I know there is no plans the rest of the damn
Yeah.
day.
Or if you slept the whole, like you're tired, like you slept and you rest today, and let's do something today. You actually plan spontaneity. It's more like it.
Swear though.
So if you're a teenager, if you're in your early 20s, I would recommend the Yamanote Line date. If you're older than 25, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, because people got shit to do.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really it.
People got shit to do. All right, now cities. We're gonna wrap it up with the cities. What cities are low key trash, or low key cool, or low key good, or high key? Which cities do you think are trash in Japan? That's the Tokyo. Cause we really know that's what everybody wants to hear.
I mean, my view on Tokyo is, I mean, we've already established that, we're busy older individuals. We're over 30, fine.
Right. So you go to Roppongi and not Shibuya.
We're talking about neighborhoods in Tokyo, like areas.
For whatever.
I would say Tokyo in general. I don't like Tokyo. Don't like Tokyo.
Yep, that's you. That's the video. Thank you.
But to be
Thanks for
fair, I don't like Tokyo because I've never lived in Tokyo. Tokyo's good when you're younger. It's very like, if you do live in Tokyo, it's very busy, it's very fun, it's very accessible. Being spontaneous is way easier, as you said.
Oh, yeah.
So
much
it works.
Stuff, yeah.
It works really well. But then when you get older, it's like, well, it's way more expensive for the space in Tokyo if you want to have a family, if you're doing stuff. So it's just better to be outside of Tokyo
So
because
don't have sex in Tokyo.
don't do it. Well, also like last trains.
I like. Wait, what?
last trains too, but that's a problem for me because like last train out of Tokyo is like before midnight.
Yeah.
So I can't even like stay and hang out.
Before midnight. Be specific.
Cinderella.
Be specific, because my last train out of Tokyo is like 10:30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chiba.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in North Yokohama, so for me it's like
11:35.
it could be between 11:30. After the pandemic, they changed timetables a little more, so closer to midnight, and then I can dip
You're
out.
so lucky, my guy. If I miss, that's it. 10:55 maybe.
I can't do an
The
all-nighter.
The train from the bus from Shinjuku, and 10:55.
Swear. I will say Tokyo has like, as an older adult, for example, that married stuff. I think Tokyo has really nice cafes. I think they're building up a lot more. Dare I say, gentrifying some of the areas a lot more. And so, but I do think Roppongi in the daytime is a very nice place to be.
It
I
actually
do like
is
Roppongi.
remarkably pleasant.
It's
in the
chill
day.
in the daytime.
Too hectic at night. though.
Roppongi Hills, Roppongi, like
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That is dope.
A lot of art museums, great cafes.
That's so Azujuba and Roppongi Hills. You're a bougie vibe.
I love Azubujuban too. I think that area is big. Expat area. Omotesando is great. Futako Tamagawa, if we still
I
count,
used
I
to
do
live
love.
in Nishiazabu back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
And fun fact, all the
I had a
embassies are in
roommate.
Azerbaijan.
I had a roommate. there.
Right? All the embassies are there. Azerbaijan and
Azerbaijan,
Roppongi on that
Roppongi.
side.
A
A
All
lot of
embassies.
Well, because a lot of expats are living in that
National
area.
schools.
U.S.
stuff,
embassy, the German embassy,
Yeah,
Jamaican
a
embassy is
lot
also
of-
there on
Yeah.
that side too. So
U.S.
yeah.
embassy too.
I
Yeah.
guess it's Embassy City.
Yeah, it's Conbini. Yeah, it's definitely.
So I would say overall, I don't like Tokyo if I wanted to like live and establish and like be there every day. I like to be able to go in and out.
Yeah. That's
That's probably the best explanation for Tokyo. If you could live on the outskirts of the main,
Yes.
get there in 30 minutes, that is probably the most ideal. So people that live at Kinchicho or maybe Shinkiba, even Maihama is not bad.
yeah.
Because
it's
it's
not too bad.
40 minutes. If it depends on where in Tokyo.
But Maihama technically is we're the first city in Chiba.
First,
Yeah,
yeah, the
it
first,
was
yeah.
We're Chiba.
So you're pretty much
We're
still Chiba.
Yeah.
On
Because
the
like
KO. The KO.
Kansai Rinkai Koen. No, Kansai Rinkai Koen is still Tokyo.
Still
Shinkiba
Tokyo,
is still Tokyo.
okay.
Maihama's where Chiba
Right,
starts.
Chiba. Oh, yes, right. And that's the whole thing with Tokyo Disney. People are like,
Yeah.
it's actually in Chiba, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It
But,
is.
But
If I-
Tokyo Chiba doesn't roll off the
Yeah.
tongue.
Chiba Disneyland. People are like, what the hell is Chiba?
What's the Chiba? It's Chibi?
Yeah.
Chama?
You mean China? I'm not going
China?
there.
No way, bro.
Spell check always gets us.
Yeah. But
Yes. Are you
Yeah.
coming from China, Dre? I'm like, what?
I
didn't
knew
check
you were
it.
gonna say
I
something
didn't
back
even
on
check
that.
it. I just sent it. I was like, Chiba. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes, I do, but I was like, what, bro? You racist?
Coming from
Coming
China.
from China. Be there later.
But I'll say this though, in defense of Tokyo, I'll say this because I agree with you what you're saying on Tokyo. Like Tokyo, when you're young and when you're trying to meet people, when you're trying
it's
to
a
like
vibe.
build, I guess networking relationships for the rest of your life, it's good to be. You need to be there. Like I had this rule when I lived in Tokyo, I wouldn't date girls from Tokyo because they probably lived with their parents. So I would date girls from outside of Tokyo, different prefectures. If I was dating Japanese girls, because they have their own apartment. You know what I mean?
No, it's
Oh,
facts.
that
It's
makes
facts.
sense.
It's facts.
But also like there's this like this rumor among like Japanese people like Tokyo people kind of like not attractive, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But Tokyo serves a purpose for what you need to in your life. What's up? Yeah, okay, but I'll die on this hill. I think the best looking Japanese people come from southern Japan.
Oh, yes, facts.
I've
facts,
heard
facts,
that.
facts,
They're
facts.
quite coy in the
I've
face.
heard that.
Yeah, the dark features.
Shout out to iChick, big up.
Yeah. So, but I will say this: Tokyo for me did what I needed to do, and I don't miss Tokyo in the sense that I'm like a hop and skip away. But after a while, I was getting kind of like bogged down by being in Nakameguro because people had too much access to me.
Oh,
Like,
and for his
It's very
personality-
accessible.
Yeah,
It's very
like,
accessible.
People
like
could
Nakameguro.
like. People knew where I lived. They could come to my house.
Just pop
they'd
up,
see me in
right?
the streets. Like you know what I mean. Like if you invite me to an event, I couldn't really turn it down because
Oh,
I didn't have an
right
excuse.
there.
Yeah,
You're right there.
And like I was DJing I was DJing events. I didn't even want to DJ. I was doing my own events. There's too much access to me. So the beauty about me kind of being a step back behind Tokyo, it's almost like I'm behind God's back now. Like no one can come to me unless I want them to. Like,
This
you know
is
what I mean?
true.
No one sees me unless I allow them to.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I saw this man online for like 8-9 years. Interact with him for like 6 or 5, and just one day randomly walk past each other. They said, "Wait, hold on." He said, "Pick us like Nayo." I'm like, "Oh,
and I was like, oh, you found me.
damn." He's like, "God damn it, he's getting closer." It
Yeah, I was like, oh.
was it Hachibori? I think it was
Hachibori. Yeah, so I was coming to Tokyo.
And I was heading back out.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, there's a black guy. Wait, is that?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey.
Yeah,
I was like,
you found me.
He's like,
You're like-
he's like, hey.
You just throw a smoke bomb and disappear.
But actually, but hold on a second though. But people call Saitama Dai Saitama for a reason, Dakido.
Yes,
I feel
they
like
do.
Saitama might be one of the worst places to live in Kanto.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I've
live in
never been there,
Saitama
but yeah.
personally, but I know people who
It's
do.
far.
It's far. Housing's way affordable up there.
It has to be because it's not that exciting.
Everybody know who lives there has a house.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like a proper house.
Yeah, like a proper
Yeah.
house with like
Yeah.
with a loan and a mortgage and stuff. They all have houses.
Seriously.
Or
though.
even,
Yeah.
even like I think some like further up north they get the teachers,
Yeah.
interact teachers or whatever jet teachers get this mini like things like full rooms and
Yeah, outside of Tokyo, usually English
Space,
teachers
yeah,
get
yeah.
their own
Decent
houses,
house, must be crazy.
better pay.
Yeah, and your pay goes
Travel.
farther outside of
You're
Tokyo.
way
too.
farther.
Man.
I mean, I grew up in the countryside anyway, so like on the baseline, I don't really care about living in the city ever.
I'm a
I
city
think,
boy.
I mean, Japanese countryside
Yeah.
is like way underrated.
Yeah.
Way
But
underrated.
actually, let's keep it underrated. Don't come here.
That's true.
Like,
Never mind.
Don't keep
Stay
Don't do
in
it.
Tokyo.
We're gatekeeping.
Because are trash.
Yeah,
That's
stay-
why
yeah, stay in Tokyo.
I've been in my city for 5 years and don't
Yeah.
feel the need to move because
Stay in Tokyo and Osaka. Don't come to the countryside. Just stay in Tokyo
Yeah, Tokyo.
with your Mario Kart carts.
You can come to you can come to Chiba.
Yeah.
Don't come to my hammer,
Yeah.
please.
And we'll go straight to Disney.
Actually, I feel like but I do feel like, and this may be part of like the morning commute and the train conversation, but like Tokyo is a very draining place.
Oh, deadass. Yeah.
It's a very
so many people.
draining
So
place.
many-
Yeah.
And
So-
then if a typhoon comes, work actually still happens.
Yeah.
When you live in Inaka, there are no trains, bro.
Yeah.
That's
No. But like I feel like for me, I get like really resentful, like sometimes of like, oh, why do I live here in Japan and people, you know? And then like I step out into like the Japanese countryside or go down to Yokosuka,
It resets. You just like, oh,
and I'm like, this is
Why I live
why
here.
I live here. It's like
I
it's
love
much
Japan.
needed. It's always a
I
much
mean,
needed reset.
Yeah.
Once you have a problem, you have to leave the country. So I mean,
it's fair.
Oh, it's true. No negative
But
opinions.
I will say this though. I will say this about Tokyo. I think depending on where you are in your life, it can be very necessary to get you to the next step.
Right,
if I had
right.
been in Tokyo, I wouldn't have worked at the Akara where I had met my wife, who I eventually would have gone on to marry and stuff.
Origin story.
But yeah, but like
It's
like
true.
I was very happy to be in my mid to late 20s riding a fixie gear bike, going to Beat Cafe, going to Dogonzaka like every weekend. Like, living in like Nishizabu, living in like, Shinagawa, just being in the streets for that time. Because if you want to be in the streets, Tokyo has plenty of street real estate for you to be in.
Plenty of
yes.
streets.
And you get it out of your system, and then you can move to like Chiba, or you can move to like Kanagawa.
Right.
It's a good transition place.
Yeah, it's great to like really, really like burn the pound pavement on like your wild phase.
Right. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, nice.
and then grow out of it.
I should have
hopefully.
probably moved to Chiba.
More STDs.
Yeah,
a
you're
lot
gonna get
more.
STDs. Yeah, but I mean like it's part of the price it's the price of admission.
Price of admission. Collect the 7 Dragonballs and some of the STD Dragon
Yeah,
guys.
there are clinics everywhere. Like you're finna get an STD. Like,
Dragon
you're
Balls.
Yeah, what's it
Dragon
called?
Balls in these
Yeah,
streets.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls.
Bad
Your
balls.
balls will feel like dragons.
Pissing fire out here.
Yeah, you get chlamydia, gonorrhea, whatever.
What did that's what I heard? He said Candida at
No,
first.
chlamydia, gonorrhea.
He said Candida or something.
Candida.
Candida.
You
I
can
don't
get.
know.
Well, it's a
What is
yeast
that?
infection.
Yeah.
What? A man can get the Candida?
No.
Yeah, men
Okay,
can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, just wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't wrap it up,
No rapping. It's raw dogging out here, bro.
yeah. And the thing. Oh, okay. Speaking of that, though, I will say this though. Like,
Keep
I
going.
think,
Keep
like,
it going.
We're not like Sunday school students, right? Sometimes you will
Yes.
slip up, and if you slip up, there's no shame in that. But like in the
No.
States, for example, you know, and I'm pretty sure
Like
I
a
don't know
money
about
pill.
this in Jamaica, but like I know like in the States, if you slip up,
You can
people
get a
look at
money
you like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with you?" You're like, "Yeah, I slipped up. Sorry, my bad." Like, like there were slip ups, and they were like slip ups that stay with you forever.
Yeah.
But like like if you get the clap, you get gonorrhea. Luckily, you can get medicine take
Yes,
that away.
yeah.
If you get like herpes or something,
That's it. For life,
yeah,
boy.
yeah. So still wear protection, but depending on how bad you slip up, you can still
Right.
take care of that, and there's less stigma, which
Right.
may or may not be a bad thing. Though I think they need some more stigma out here around STD.
I mean, honestly, they were using Sailor Moon as like the face of the STD prevention
what is that
campaign.
gonna do?
Wow. Where the kids interested in
Yeah.
production start from the
Because-
root and then grow older.
As far as I know, and as far as I keep hearing that there is no sex ed in schools, so
It's very, very, very
Light,
it's
very
not-
surface
yeah.
level, I presume.
very, very.
Learn about biology in that.
First
sense.
of all,
like this is how babies. Are
First
made.
of all, doctors tell foreigners that Japan has no STDs. That's the first
Japan has
thing.
all the STDs.
Everyone.
no
It's like a
AIDS,
Pokemon.
no HIV here. Only it's a foreigner disease, is what I've
there are
heard.
hella STDs out here, and you just wrap it up. But the thing is, like,
But the girls are just as bad. Because the girls are like, yo, okay.
yeah, the thing
No,
is,
the girls are.
No condom. I said, she said, okay. I'm like, what?
Actually, I had a story about this with a couple Japanese friends. Is they feel like if you wear a condom, it means you are doing other things with other people. That means you're cheating on me, and there should be no reason to wear a condom.
I can understand that.
Games,
Okay, I
Polo
can
game is
understand.
strong then, basically.
Hold on, I can understand that
Not
way
really.
of thinking in a committed relationship.
Yes.
It's not. Doesn't make sense. It's not right. But I can
Right.
understand that if you're committed.
But if
But if you're not, it's like, bro, I'm finna wrap this up. Like, I'm sorry, baby girl. But like,
I'm married. It still gets wrapped.
he without sin cast the first stone.
Because you don't want to have a baby yet.
And I've
Not yet.
casted. I have. That's to say, I've done my deeds in the streets.
Dragon and balls.
Dragon Balls.
Sometimes, even if you want to wrap it up, it can be a bit like hard to, even as a dude, you can be hard to insist. So like, like I think in some Western countries they deal with stealthing, whereas when like the person
slip it off.
So you have to do the opposite. You have to do the reverse of that here.
Oh,
Where you're like, I'm gonna go raw. Nope.
What a good Steve
What's that?
Shit, come on, stay hard. No.
Well, also there's a whole other issue of like condom accessibility for bigger dicks.
This is fair. I used to have, so I don't mess with American bases. I'm not like, I left America not looking back, but I would have friends with base access, so I could, grab Magnums. So
Yeah, you gotta get
but
'em.
now with Amazon, you can just buy them online, I reckon. But like, I don't know. I'm married now.
You're married now, so it's all about.
Yeah, but I think Magnums last for quite a long time. I still have a bag full of Magnums somewhere. I used to sell them at the clubs too. I used to go to clubs and sell them.
That's what you do.
Also,
I sell them for 500 yen a piece.
Yeah, but I think, of course he's gonna buy that shit.
Yeah,
a coin, 1 coin condom.
And even if they didn't need it, they would still buy it as a status thing. I'm like, bro, I know you need a Magnum, right?
That's a quick
500 yen.
sin, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you don't got coins, it's
Yeah, then I go buy drinks with it afterwards. And be like,
that's perfect. That's the way it
Yeah,
is.
that's not making it final cut either. Selling drugs in Japan.
No, I said drinks. Sorry, drinks. I'd go buy drinks at the bar because I'd be set up for like 500 yen or whatever. So like you don't really buy
one
drinks.
drink,
you buy
right.
Selling
whatever,
condoms in
Selling
Japan.
condoms in Japan. That was his gig.
No, I don't
know
do
he has
drugs.
a 1 LDK.
A 2 LDK.
My bad.
It might be a 3 LDK. I don't know what the hell this is.
3
Two
LDK by
I don't know.
selling condoms in Japan. That's the title of this video.
It's a multi-layer marketing scheme.
Yeah. So I said one guy condom, then he
Okay.
goes and he sells 2 from the 1 condom I sold him.
Yes. So I have a whole plethora of people underneath me selling condoms.
Selling condoms, so that's underground.
Just got a plastic bag full of fucking condoms.
I really did. Because my friends would be on. They have base access, so I just get I get 2 12 packs of Magnums. I keep one for myself, and then I'd sell the other ones at the clubs and stuff.
Oh no, I definitely I did that too.
Yeah.
Not the selling, the keeping.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you never know when you might need it. Not even for like sexy shit. Just for like, let's say you do a microphone and you're outside and you're raining, you can put on a microphone or some shit. I don't know. Like you never know. Because I was also I was in film school too. So you never know.
Outside rain, a condom on microphone.
I don't know. I don't think you should do that. But I'm just saying like. Actually, I'm lying. No, you just sell the condoms. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How that was silly.
Yeah.
That was actually silly. That's silly.
So that's what that word means.
Condoms on microphones is what silly is.
That doesn't seem too different than what my answer was for silly.
Actually, they are in the same pool.
Yeah.
Same pool, but
It's the
that's
same pool.
but yours is in the jacuzzi. Needs to be in the main diving pool.
Now the whole door.
So that was jacuzzi, and then the condom on the mic is the diving pool perfection.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Wow, we talked a lot of shit that it wasn't really like a lot of shit about Japan. It was just like our experiences.
Any more experiences? While we're all still here?
Yeah. I could do this forever, mate.
I don't really.
I could.
It's
Might
nice.
be a part 12.
Okay. What is your favorite Japanese food then? If I could throw one in.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
sure.
what's the favorite Japanese food you have that you think people don't know enough
Oh
about?
my god. Let me tell you. All right, you go first. You're the vegetarian because you don't have much to talk about.
Umeboshi. I love umeboshi.
That's trash! Trash!
umeboshi.
Get it out of here.
I love
Get that red sour something
I
out
love
of
it.
here. It is the most
I love it.
heinous thing I've ever had. It tricked me first I get to Japan.
I
thought
love
I was buying
umeboshi.
2 onigiri, two onigiris of tuna mayo. I couldn't read Japanese for shit. It's my fault. Blame me. Black men don't read. And this is what happened. But that shit is 7-Eleven.
Oh, no.
Blame it. Tuna mayo. Open the next one. This shit is spoiled. I'm going back to the convenience store. What is this? My fish is red? No way. Someone said,
Oh,
tuna
my-
mayo this. Call it what tuna mayo. Dakedo. And he's like, no. It's umeboshi. I'm like, what's a umeboshi? What? Nani saw that. Tuna mayo, 2, I said. At that point, they didn't have the English or the hiragana on it. It was just a regular thing.
it's the kanji,
Back then.
yeah.
Bro, I'm so sick. Sorry.
I love it. No. Because, well, I think, first of all, I really like foods with stronger flavors.
Yeah.
Like, spicy foods or sour foods. Like, I really like pickles, too. So I feel like umeboshi is, like, the perfect little food. Because you can eat it with breakfast. You can eat it with seaweed, rice. You can put it in drinks and have cocktails or mocktails.
It does taste good in drinks.
Umeboshi just has a lot of variety.
The ume drink is ume strong or whatever the thing is. The ume
It has a lot of variety. And honestly, I like a little bit on the salty side. I'm more savory than sweet anyway. Hey. So, I mean...
I'm the sweet naturally because I'm chocolate.
My girlfriend in high school got me with umeboshi. This is like when I was in high school. She was like, because I'd never seen it before, like in life. And so like she's like, oh yeah, you know, これ食ってみて. And I was like, alright. What the? Like, 何これ? しょっぱいですよ. And I was like,
the candy, that's the candy.
Yeah.
Those are.
She had like a whole thing.
I
about the
love
things
them.
because like, they have the seeds in the middle,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, the hard, the snacky ones.
The snacky
Yeah.
ones. Oh my god.
I like the hard ones. If it's
Like
too
the-
soft and mushy, I don't like that. It's a texture thing.
The candied square strip like one.
I love those too.
Jesus Christ.
I
No,
love
this is like
those.
full on umeboshi with like
The
you know,
pickled
this natural, the
hard
version of
pickles,
it.
right?
And
I
almost had a
love
heart
those.
attack, but then I started liking them after a while. I was like, oh, it's sounding good to me.
I like them,
They
yeah.
got good to me after like 2
What's
months.
yours? What's your favorite food?
Unagi don? I feel like enough
Ooh.
people don't eat unagi like outside of
Yeah,
Japan.
I don't.
It's a
think
hard
so.
sell. Like, oh, this is eel. No,
Eel.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the texture.
They're not that
the
accessible
texture-
in America.
Yeah.
The texture too. I think people probably don't like mess with texture.
Yeah.
People, a lot of people don't know about gyudon. That was my first thing. Was at Nikki in
Yeah.
Japan.
Which is fair.
Gyudon
Yeah.
slaps.
Yeah.
But I leveled up and I like actually roast katsudon or oyakodon, my guy. bro.
Oyakodon is the shit.
Bro,
Yeah.
let me
oyakodon's
tell you,
good.
that Japanese name is kind of sick and sadistic anyway.
It's such a funny joke, the name.
Yes,
hideous.
The parent and child in the same food. Yo, they're sadistic, aren't they?
Wait, you should tell them what it is though, because they might not know if they're not.
Alright,
Yeah.
so oyakodon, oya is for parent, which is the chicken, and then the
hideous.
ko is the child, which is the egg. But then no, what came first? That's the question. Who came first? Wait, no, who came first is the question. What came? Wait, the egg or the chicken?
I assume it's the egg since dinosaurs came out of eggs and they existed first. Technically.
Hey.
Wouldn't that because chickens
mean-
evolved from their cousins, right?
One egg just happened to be a chicken.
So over time it was one egg, then this egg, then this egg. So I assume
Oh.
the egg did come first because of just other animals
Oh.
have
You know
eggs.
you're correct, but that took the fun out of it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you took the whole fun.
You can ask why he crossed the road.
Why did you why did the chicken cross the road?
No.
Why did you get cross the road? Because it didn't speak English or something like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Go back to your
Whoa,
country.
whoa! Go home.
Go home.
Yeah.
No,
Go
so oyakodon, umeboshi, and
Unagi don.
unagi
Oh,
don.
just unagi in general.
Unagi in general.
Yeah,
Eel.
yeah. It's good. It's good. Actually, no, it's terrible. Yeah, don't eat eel in the countryside when you come to Japan. Stay in Japan, stay in Akihabara. No, stay in Tokyo, stay in Akihabara, and do the Mario Kart things, and leave my eel alone.
Alright, because the last
I was
thing
like,
before I
is
go-
it?
No, it's good.
I
It's
was
really good.
like, that doesn't make sense.
Unagi don is great. I recommend you try it. If you can eat, if it
You
no,
can
but fits
eat
within your
fish,
dietary
yeah.
restrictions, yeah.
If you're a vegetarian, eat the fake unagi don, which is
They just made it too.
Nasudon or whatever.
No,
I
actually,
guess.
I think there was a lab in Europe that just started designing, I want to say syntheticized eel, but that's not what it is. But you know what I'm looking for, like
Yeah.
lab-grown eel.
Yeah.
And like, even though they were in Europe, they had one of the first dishes they made with it was Japanese unagi don.
Of course, of course.
I'd
Actually.
smash.
Yeah.
I'd smash.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, all right. The last thing I want to talk before we end this.
Okay.
Tell me, I forgot. Oh, what is something that still surprises you about Japan today? Like something that was like seriously, this still happens in Japan. What surprises you? Like still in 2024, and you've been here for 10 years. What surprises you about Japan?
I think for me, definitely, since I work in like product design and so digital design, and so how far back their digital interfaces are. Like they have so much catching up to do. And I mentioned this in the Takashi interview too.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like how like low tech daily life really is here. Technically.
It's a good place if you want to like disconnect, but I think there was a
I
saying-
understand the
yeah.
benefits of it, but
Yeah.
when you're like, and Japan has produced some of the best like electronics and like products.
Software too. and
Software,
stuff,
yeah, like totally. But if you look at like a daily
life,
Japanese
yeah.
office or like an office, like the fax machines,
Hanko.
the hankos. But then you look at like companies that are supposed to be better at digital interface, or like they're holding, oh, well, we're making digital products, and they're still on like Windows 2000 style of developing, and you're like, it just makes you go,
Can I tack on to that actually? 'Cause
Please.
There's a,
Please.
I remember, I think it was an academic that said that the issue with Japan right now is that Japan was living in the year 2000 for so long. So
Yeah.
in the past,
Yeah.
But Japan was in the 2000s. You know, people might have been like, in the 90s. That was when it was futuristic. But then as the war kept going, Japan still stayed.
They stayed. No, that's actually, I met somebody last week and they had that point. They're like, Japan was in the 2000s and the 80s, but then coasted.
Yes.
And also, I mentioned that there are so many elderly in the population that Japan can't just amplify all these digital services because now you're leaving a whole chunk of like generation behind.
That our pension is paying for.
And pension and voting also counts for, and people have no interest in cutting those people out because also the people in control
live forever.
are those old people.
And they never die.
Yeah, they don't die.
Nayo is actually 700 years old, right?
It's true.
And these
That's
Japanese people are about 1,500.
Yeah.
And they age.
Yeah.
That's the problem. He doesn't age.
It's all those umeboshi pickles.
Yeah, it really is.
They're fermented.
I think it's a natto.
Yeah, the natto.
Oh, the natto too. God, I hate
Yeah.
A natto. You hate natto so vegetarian?
I can't. No. It's a texture thing.
Yeah, it's a texture.
Nothing that slimy. I can't do.
Okra? What about okra?
I love okra, but I don't make it like slimy. We fry it in the
You fry
south.
it,
Yeah.
I boil it.
Jambalaya.
What about,
That's
never
good too.
mind. She said nothing slimy, but alright. Something that surprised me with Japan still is how much of them are still not like ready to interact with foreigners. I still think for a country that has so much culture and tradition, I think to this day they can't perceive anything outside of their reality. They are unable to empathize with other persons.
I think
really empathize with foreigners in certain instances. So I'm not saying like, for instance, hey, this is an issue because that and that. But look at it. I know we're in Japan, we do as Romans do. But when Japanese people go to other countries, they still do very Japanese-like things and stick to their
But at
Japanese
least they
people.
have good manners, as opposed to other countries' tourists.
Yes, they do.
So
They do.
Yeah.
They do have manners,
That's
I must
true.
say. But yeah, and the whole thing that they still look running with this, you are a guest in this country, so you must do this. In 2024, I'm not a guest, I'm paying taxes, so how am I a guest? I'm as much a citizen as you, but that's a story for another day. And we're ending positively.
Wait, I didn't answer anything.
Oh, I thought you tacked on.
No, you tacked on, but he had
Oh.
another perspective.
Of course he does. Mr. Bouge.
Yeah, I think I want to talk on what you said as well, because I do agree with that way of thinking, and I kind of like that though. Like I like that Japan is inaccessible, and I like that Japanese people tend to have they don't have as much as an interest in the outside world as other people do, and that keeps them from being exploited. I feel because I grew up in a melting pot in America and all this stuff, which is fine, but I think that when it comes to Asian cultures, Japanese is the most inaccessible one, and that was one of the reasons why I liked it so much. One of the reasons why I live here, because people can come here, but they don't ever really feel like they're a part of it. But if you're looking for that, you're not going to find it here.
Not here.
But if you're okay with that, then you can tough it out and you'll be fine. You can build a nice life here. But I do like the fact that it is quite hard for people to come take advantage of Japan with their globalization ideas, because you can't grift out here. Japanese people can grift other Japanese people, but there's no room for international grifters to come out here.
Right.
Very, very limited room, and it's always we've invited you here
Yeah, and then they're like,
to
well,
speak
that's enough of that.
to speak what you've said. Market.
But for my thing about Japan that surprises me the most is how talkative people can be once they become cool with you.
Oh, Jesus.
It's true.
Once you've
true.
proven yourself as I guess not a good foreigner, but once you've proven yourself as a safe space for them, people they won't shut up, especially the elderly people.
Oh, Jesus.
And for me, I'm quite introverted and reserved, so I like my quiet. But I do like the feeling of having an older person feel safe enough to just blabber onto me.
Okay.
I'm just I don't want to talk to you, but thank you for trusting me. And you must be lonely, so fine. I'll give you 15 minutes to just talk to me.
Oh, look at you. So benevolent.
Yeah. So that surprises me a lot. For as reserved and as, kind of, I guess, lonely Tokyo can be image-wise, people in Japan, they are still looking for connections.
They do.
They are.
It's just hard to find. And I don't know, I think...
Tokyo's very unconnected, but at the same time,
Connected.
you're so connected. Yeah, it's...
go to Kansai and people won't leave you alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
Kansai is so
blah,
chill.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
You know what's weird about Tokyo?
Keep going. Keep talking. Keep rolling.
I'm cutting you off. What's weird about that's weird. Which is strange. Not strange, but it's just uncanny that it's Tokyo, the foreign community in Tokyo, is almost like they're still in high school.
Oh, yes. That's why I left Tokyo. I got tired of y'all niggas. Yeah.
Tag that on the English teaching.
Yeah.
Tag it on the English teaching.
It's
Oh my
just
goodness gracious.
it's weird how the cliques are and if who's cool with who and I MC at night or I'm gonna see like, oh, you can't talk to this person. I'm like, bro, I don't live here, so it doesn't relate to me. So yeah, that's a crazy. So if you're a foreigner come to Japan, just know you have a lot of things to navigate. You have the Japanese people, you have the foreigners that don't like you, the foreigners that fake like you, the ones that do shit for clout, the ones that befriend you and then are actually not really your friends and then cause more problems than they should. So yeah. So don't come here. I'm gatekeeping Japan. Don't come here.
The worst thing is when you're cool, because I was cool for quite a long time.
Model-san.
No, not even modeling. Like I was just cool, like just being a cool dude around. Because I was in the Shibuya Dogenzaka, like a Motosando clique, like the indie international clique.
Yeah,
like
okay.
when you're cool, it's fun, but it's also so
Taxing.
exhausting. Like it's exhausting because once again, to be cool means you have to relinquish some of your reservedness, right? People need to have access to you for you to do events and stuff of that nature. People see you in the streets and they shout your name. Don't ever shout my name if you see me in the streets. It's a safety thing, and I don't like it. But I don't know. Like sometimes I think if you stay like in a foreign bubble enough, it can be so mentally taxing that you just end up wanting to leave Japan altogether, even though your interactions are mostly like a continuation of what you would have been doing back home.
Right.
I think, on to what you both said, in my experience is that I've had a lot of really good Japanese friends over the past 10 years, both when I made them in university and ones I've made over here who don't speak English at all.
Right.
And so I will say I have little to no drama with them. And they're not like surface level friendships. It's just like, there's just not a need for drama but I will say in the foreign community,
every weekend there's something.
it's just like I feel like people come to Japan looking for a relief of their problems, and instead they get amplified.
Yeah.
All the problems that I'm not sure which door they decide they want to open, but it's a door that just doesn't relieve problems. And knowing the mental health out here, it makes any mental health ailments or problems you have so much worse because of the limited access to therapy or mental health or anything else.
And the access to alcohol.
And the
I
access
was not
to
an
substance.
alcoholic until I came to Japan.
Strong Zero is the foreigner's therapy.
It is an alcohol.
And that's the bite. That is what we started our show with. Strong Zero is your first actual therapist in Japan. You take 2 of them tall boys and you just start. You see why
The seasonal ones.
The seasonal ones.
The seasonal ones.
Trust me. So get the pineapple in the summer. Get the
Umeboshi.
The
grape if you're feeling festive.
Grape if you're feeling like,
if you're feeling sexy.
And then you get the there's a strawberry one sometimes comes out and a mango one, but summer pineapple, trust me.
Hot tip. I got a tip.
9%.
I got a tip. So and this might be just the young and dumb, the silliness, if you will, of me. But so I didn't, back when we were on that ALT salary when we first came into Japan. Egono sensei. And so what I would do is I don't want to go in the bar. And first of all, I don't want to like men to buy drinks for me personally.
They feel like they own you.
I feel like I'd rather not. I'd rather just have a nice conversation with you and make a friendship. But it's
I'm on train date. I'm saying.
I was in Yokosuka actually for these because I used to live in Yokosuka. It was my first spot. Because and my family's still down there, so like I have reasons to go. But back on every Friday and Saturday night in the Hanchome, if you will, that's where the sailors come out to drink. I loved it. It was like, how should I say, a more chill version of what Tokyo all-nighters can be, because everyone goes back home at midnight.
I was in the trenches. I was in the streets.
I was not. I was never for. So what we would do is we'd go get because I don't want to pay that much for a drink because like God forbid my salary was already so low.
Fair.
And so what I would go is get the 9% strong zero.
Oh boy.
Hit that shit with a straw because I had lipstick on. I don't want to mess up my lipstick and I want to drown the can. And so I'd stand outside of the club door, shoot it. And then everyone's like, well, you're so fancy drinking with a straw. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get to the bottom in like 30 seconds.
Shotgunning this.
So I'm sure I don't want to can you imagine? So, but that's a tip.
Yo, actually,
drink it with a straw.
Sorry, before we finish this though, I do want to bring up some of my I can't see, you can't see me. Some of my favorite street cocktails. All right, so back in the day, I'm retired now, right? Like I'm in a different chapter of my life now. But I used to be, Anyways, I was like a living Tumblr blog. essentially. Like I was like a Tumblr blog come to life. But like very much like 2010 indie sleeves, skinny jeans, Vans, ripped jeans, and like PBRs. But there are no PBRs in Japan. So I used to drink Kimugis. But like the thing is, one of my favorite things to do was go to the stairs by Bunkamura in Shibuya and do street cocktails. Like I just run like a street bar. So I would always go to like the Big Donkey back in the day. I'd get Jinro. I don't know. What is that? I actually don't know what that is. Yeah, Nihonshu. I would get the Jinro Nihonshu.
Oh God.
And, hear me out. And I would get orange juice mixed together called Gin Romeo. And that was a panty dropper. That was good. And then I would also do Coca-Cola and umeshu, the same umeshu that I used to sell from Don Quixote. I'd mix that together too. And that would be little street cocktails. And like those would have you trashed.
Buzzed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I wanted to just finish the night, go home and just black out, I would get a little 1 cup and that'd be it.
One cup's okay.
Yeah. Dude.
I will say, tapping onto that, my unfortunate street drinking memory is so I too went to Donkey. It was me and the bestie, and we were like trying to like, oh, we're getting fucked up tonight. We're talking big shit. We're like, we're out here in these streets tonight. So we went to get something to go sit on a bench, chill, and just just roll on through. So what had happened was we didn't speak Japanese all that strong yet, or necessarily read kanji that strong.
Right.
Her reading and writing is amazingly stronger than mine, but for some reason our dumbasses just did not read anything that night. So we saw this cute little round bottled liquor, and it had a little bunny holding a cake on it. We're like,
Jesus.
and no, wait. And so instead of thinking, oh, I think this is probably cooking or baking liquor, we were like, oh, this is the kawaii liquor. This is the cute shit. Is this rum? We're getting fucked up tonight. So we get like 2 or 3 bottles, and we could just go sit on a bench and just pass it back and forth. Like, yeah.
You actually cooked your liver.
Yeah.
So like we got drunk on cooking alcohol. So because
that's cute.
Yeah.
it was cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It's
Cute gets it killed.
It was one night.
Okay, because you can drink outside in Japan. For all of you who don't know that. Honestly, mate, like we were talking earlier about Roppongi Hills and stuff too. So I have these things called cuts, like little areas you can drink. I think I did a TED talk about the cuts. There was a Pechakucha talk about cuts back in the day. Yeah, I used to intern for them. I did a whole presentation about like where you can drink and stuff. I do recommend getting yourself a nice little bottle of wine and like drinking like in Roppongi Hills, kind of behind the shops.
Yeah.
Like there's like parks and stuff, but there's benches under the trees and stuff.
I really like
Hang out
park
there,
drinking.
yeah.
Like it's not trashy. It's quite classy, especially on Hanami's. I mean, if you say you're park drinking in like, I don't know, New York City, maybe that doesn't sound. Maybe that doesn't sound the same.
Bueno.
Yeah, Ueno, Yoyogi.
Cherry Blossom.
Oh, I love park like
But
drinking.
you can
with big
always
bags.
just drink outside Roppongi Hills. It's always gonna be classy.
Classic. Because
That's
first
true.
of all, I can't even afford anything up there. But
Yeah.
really want. All right. This has been great. We'll have to do this again another time because we don't have enough time in the world to talk about Tokyo. I was supposed to do a 15-minute podcast.
What did we do?
1 hour.
I guess we can cut this out in parts.
Yeah, it's what we cut out. Yeah. Somebody's calling right at 4. And, Japanese people right on time. So, I'll plug their socials if they want to plug. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace out. Bye.
That was fun. Yeah.